So one of the ways that I like to work on content is to provide a game for the student for handwriting. So some of these games are ideas that we've come up with to help that reluctant writer. So you probably all know a reluctant writer, a student that doesn't enjoy writing. And so what can we do to motivate that student to write? So I've got some games. So one of them is to buy a little like mini notebook at a dollar store or somewhere on Amazon. And so within that mini notebook, you can have them take notes, and we can use it to go on a scavenger hunt. So the first game we're going to talk about is a scavenger hunt. Have them look for things that are under a particular theme. So maybe they're going to go around your house and look for an animal. And they can write the name of that animal. They can write that animal name in a sentence. They can write it in their little notebook. If they have a plain paper notebook, they can draw their LegiLines, and then they can write on those lines. And depending on the student's level, do you want to work on words or do you want to work on sentences? So if you've got a very beginner writer or a special education student writer and they're only writing letters, then you can still make it fun by going on a scavenger hunt, finding that animal, and then writing down the letter that it starts with. You could do clues in the notebook. You could have a scavenger hunt outside. Look for things that are green. Look for things that are alive. Whatever you want to do. So you can just say, go find something that starts with the letter X, or, well, that might be kind of hard in the house, but find the letter X in a book, or go find something that starts with the letter S, and then write that letter down, or write a sentence about it. Then once we gather all those things, let's find 5 things and write a story. Can we incorporate those 5 things into a story? So for an older student, then we can take that to the next level and give them a little bit of a challenge. Okay, another fun thing is an obstacle course. So kids love obstacle courses. And how does that pertain to writing? Well, we're going to set up the obstacle course, and we're going to take an index card, and we're going to write the name of the item that is required and the action on that obstacle course. So maybe there's a jump rope, and so that's part of the obstacle course. And maybe they jump over, like it's laid on the ground, and they jump over the jump rope. So they can write jump rope for the station and then jump over. Or they can write, you have to jump over the jump rope 10 times. Okay, then they're going to make another station, and maybe that's a hula hoop. And they have to climb through the hula hoop, or they have to step into it and take it up over their head and then back down again. And that would be the hula hoop station. And then they have to write down what the task is. And so we can come up with these fun activity stations, make an obstacle course, and then like we talked about on Monday with posture, we can even do like bear walks between the stations and add that as part of the obstacle course. And then you can make more on a different day, and then you can mix and match those cards. So that's a real fun way to have a game for writing. The third game we're going to talk about is the dice game. And so start saving your water bottle caps, those plastic caps, and you can write letters on those water bottle caps. And then you're going to have 6 sandwich bags or 6 paper bags, gift bags, and you're going to put a bunch of letters in each bag. And so the students, then you're going to write 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dots, 4 dots, 5 dots, and 6 dots on those bags. And so the student's going to reach into the bag and pull out a letter, and there's several things you can do with this. So let's say they pull out the letter P. Then they could roll the dice again, and they have to write that letter P that number of times. Another thing they might, if they're a little bit more advanced, maybe they have to write a word that starts with the letter P, or they write a sentence that has a word that starts with the letter P in it. If you have enough bottle caps, maybe you have them roll 3 or 4 times, and maybe you have all your vowels mixed in, or maybe in all one bag, and they have to create a word. So that's kind of a fun idea that you can do, is put these random letters into the bags. You can type off letters on your computer and just put letters, paper letters in the bag. You can have your student make the letters with crayons and cards, or anything you want. So put anything you want in the bags, 1 through 6 dots, and then they roll, and then they pull something out of the bag. It could be toys in the bag. It could be snacks in the bag, and then they get to line up their snacks and have a snack as while they're writing about it. So that makes it fun too.